they were going to keep and regain their territory. And if he has to go home and say that he failed, that's obviously not going to go well for him. So it's in his interest to prolong this war as long as possible, even if it's not an actual achievable goal. If he can hold the line and still say he's fighting rather, his people are going to have enough faith in him to keep him around.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying like the war should stop. I think the war should continue if you want to know like my belief about the war. But at the same time, I think we should have the same circumstances as a lot of the other countries, and we should definitely have some type of return for our investment. Like we shouldn't just be giving our money away for free.
Look,
Agreed.
look. So let's find what we disagree on, me and you. Let's find a point of contention so we can have a discussion.
I have an interesting point actually I want to bring up. Do
Hmm.
you all think that Russia could eventually be worked into the Western fold?
That's a that's a good
I think
question.
I think Russia had a good chance in 1991, but the people didn't fight hard enough in Russia.
Yeah, it's really complicated. I think
Why?
that.
But why are you
I'm sorry,
bringing?
sorry. Go ahead.
No, why are you asking this question? How is this related? Like the
It
topic.
just kind of popped into my head because I'm thinking like if the war ends and if they get a more pro-Western president, because eventually Putin will die, and that's how the USSR fell. Is eventually they just got more pro-West or okay with the West,
The
and then it
USSR,
collapsed.
the
So could
USSR,
that happen in Russia too?
the USSR never fell. That's not what happened. I was there. I'm an old man. It never fell. That's a complete
Um,
misconstrue
it didn't
misconstruction.
really fall. Like, what happened is everything kind of collapsed, and then the KGB moved in and took it over.
No, that's not
That's
what
what happened.
happened. I was there. That's not what happened.
Well,
I can tell you,
was Russia not,
it's
is
not.
Putin a former KGB officer though?
Yes, yes, but that's not what happened.
Exactly. Is he in power?
Okay,
Is
okay.
his
I don't
henchman
want to
in power?
switch. I don't want to switch topic. It's a different topic. We can have a different discussion about the
What do you mean
history.
the Soviet Union never fell? I mean, I understand the countries are still in place, but the pact of the Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, I don't
You're saying it
disagree.
does?
It's a
Oh, it
different
doesn't.
topic. It's a totally different topic that's not interesting actually. It's
Okay.
it's
Can
history.
Russia be brought back to the West or incorporated into the West? Do you think, Slay?
That's a good question, but that's also not interesting right now. That's like that's a hypothet. It's an interesting hypothetical. Of course, I'm all for. Like I love the UN. I'm all for uniting the planet under one
Ooh,
flag. And
no.
no, you're not for uniting the planet under one
I'm
flag.
not. I'm not a total globalist.
But
Frankly, I think the UN is a kind of a sham. Like, I don't agree with a lot of the values of many members of the United Nations. So
I'm sure
I don't
you.
really care. I don't really care what their opinion is on virtue and the law. Frankly,
I'm sure you have disagreements literally with everyone you've ever met.
Uh,
But
I feel
we
the same
one
about the
second,
UN.
one second, one second. Let me just say something. Look, of course the UN is not perfect. The US is not perfect. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. No relationship is perfect. No pact is perfect. No coalition is perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. So that's not even
yes,
important.
agreed.
So
Besides Jesus, but I agree.
like okay. So that's not it's not interesting to discuss perfection. So I'm pro UN in the as far as the concept of uniting the planet under one flag and everyone
Bro, you
living
want to talk about there's no perfect, and here you are describing it. What do you mean?
we can aim for perfection and we can aim away from perfection. I think a unified planet under one flag is better than a planet that is not
A
unified.
multicultural society? I disagree with you, actually. I disagree with you
Disagree with me on
because
what?
you can't have my value system anywhere else in the world besides a few places. So,
I didn't say I didn't say let's turn the planet into a soup of some single subatomic particle. I never said that. I said a unified planet
yeah,
under one
I understand what you're
flag.
saying.
all I'm
But
saying
the
is
values of that society would not be the values that I agree with, and so I don't think that I could live in that society.
I didn't
Or would I
say
I
want
mean,
to?
you're not disagreeing with me. I
I am.
agree. I agree with what you're saying, and that does not contradict what I'm saying.
It certainly does.
Then you're not understanding me. If I tell
Explain
you
to me how we're gonna add the values of the United States and then of like communist China.
if
How
I
does
if
that
I tell
pan
you
out?
if I tell you I understand what you're saying and it does not contradict what I'm saying, then obviously, I mean, a simple understanding is you don't understand me. I agree with
Or
you.
maybe you're not making sense is also an option too.
That's an option which I'm open to. But okay, so look, we can obviously, right? The U.S. can trade with China, and you enjoy. I'm sure your laptop, your iPhone, was produced in China. Your shoes, your
No, sir.
clothes.
Apple products are made in California,
No, it
yeah,
says
they
design.
start to move all their.
but
They
the
start.
parts
They
are made
start
in
to move
China.
a lot of the
Okay,
I'm being
fine.
manufacturing to the
facetious.
United
I'm being
States.
facetious. I'm
Fine.
being
We
facetious.
can live
I'm being
together.
facetious.
We can live together. We can trade. We can bang each other. I mean, Chinese chicks are literally the hottest things in the universe. Nothing is hotter than a Chinese chick. Nothing.
Interesting.
So so obviously we can live together, bang like those hot Indian chicks. Like
All
surprisingly,
right, Slave, just get to your point. Get to your point.
surprisingly, literally the hottest chick I've ever seen in my entire
What are
life.
we talking about? Talk about getting off topic here.
No, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that we should become a single homogeneous soup of a single
What
sub.
does living together under one flag mean to you, Mr. Slave?
It means there's Indian chicks that we can bang, and there's Chinese chicks that we can bang.
But they have their own flag, so that's not what
Yes,
you're describing.
they.
This
There's
is totally two different topics.
Well,
no,
I don't know. You're obviously just kind of going off the rails here a little bit.
no, no,
Uh,
no,
uh,
no. An Indian chick has her flag. A Chinese chick has her flag. I have my flag, but we can all unite under one super flag. The UN is the United Nations. It's the unification of all the nations. It doesn't say that everybody becomes a soup of a single subatomic particle. The United Nations
Okay,
has different
I get
nations,
what you're saying now. I get what you're saying.
right? So
but what,
fine.
what you're
But
talking
like,
about
I don't
already
understand how
exists.
that's any different
If
than
you
what we have
go
right now.
if you go to the United Nations building, you will see all the flags of all the nations. There's different flags.
What is? So you're saying what we have now is as close to perfect as we'll get?
No, we can. It's no, I didn't say that either. I'm saying it's a good direction. It's a great direction. We should. There's not.
Yeah,
We
I don't
should.
know. It's not that simple.
Yeah, I understand. I only thought
I
about
also
this.
don't care about the interest of all nations necessarily either. Haven't
I
considered
was
that.
like you until about 48 hours ago, even less, just a couple of hours ago. I thought of this. Somebody mentioned the UN, and I thought about it, and I said, wait a minute, the UN is actually great. I love it. I hated it until a couple of hours ago, and then I figured it out. No, the UN is actually great.
All right.
But like everything else, it's not perfect. It's far from perfect. It's terrible in many respects. Yeah, I'm terrible in many
I low
respects
key think
too.
you're trolling a little bit, but I have
Then
some actual
leave.
legit points.
If anyone feels I'm trolling, the door is open and you can go away and never come back.
Well, like, okay, do you not understand that China and Russia are on the Security Council and can directly
I said,
and singularly,
I said, I,
like
s-
reject
I said the UN
things
is
that the UN
far. I
proposes?
said the UN is far from perfect. I am far from perfect. Everyone,
Okay,
everything.
do
There's
you understand that the Russia and China are going to leave the UN if they lose their seats in the Security
what
Council, and then it's all
I'm not even getting into the details. I agree everything we can discuss anything, but the direction of unifying the planet, all the nations under one flag without losing each flag, right? The UN is literally all the flags of all the nations under one roof. That's literally the UN.
dude. Okay, what? That's fine, but again, that's just a kind of a platitude. If anything, it's not an actual thing because
No.
the interest. Yes, because the interests of China and Russia are differ from the United States and of Western Europe, and so to act as though we can all just sing kumbaya and reach reach our end goals that are mutually exclusive is dumb.
Um, Look, so me and you, right? We have some shared interests and other non-shared interests, but we're under one roof here on Discord, and we're having hopefully a constructive discussion, and we enjoy each other's company enough to continue talking to each other. I'd rather right now talk to you than literally do anything else in the whole universe. That's great. I'm
That's very
enjoying.
kind of you to say, Mr. Slave.
No, but this is the mathematical reality. It's nothing to do with. I'm not even being kind. I'm just being accurate mathematically. It's
What? I can think of many other things I'd rather do than be on
no,
Discord, but
you
I don't
can't.
mind being on Discord right now.
No, you can't because this is called
Yeah, I
revealed.
can.
No, no. In choice theory, this is called revealed preference. The
Well, have you considered the fact that my first choice has made itself unavailable?
Of course, I'd rather bang Miss Universe right now than talk to
Yeah,
you.
but that's not an option, bro.
Exactly. So right
I'm
now,
saying I actually did have a legitimate chance of doing something else that I wanted to do, but I was
I'm
unable to do it.
sure we all have, but right now, given this universe, I'd rather talk to you than do anything else in the visible universe. That is the revealed preference, and the same goes for you.
I do not agree with that theory
What do you
at all.
mean? What do you? What do you disagree with? I don't understand.
I
Where's
just said I can think of many other things I'd rather be doing, but
me
just
too?
because I'd rather do something else doesn't mean I'm not going to do a second or third
But the
preferred
fact
option.
is, but the revealed preference is that you have preferred to talk to me right now rather than do literally anything else in the visible universe. You have chosen me over the rest of the universe right now. That is the fact. That is the mathematical truth that you cannot deny. And
Well,
I've
yes,
chosen
I am choosing to talk to you. That is very superficial to say.
superficial,
Superficial.
superficial.
Superficial. It means like touches the surface, not very deep.
No,
It doesn't mean anything. Yes,
it
I am
means
choosing to talk to
this
you.
is
That's not
choice.
profound.
This is choice theory. This is the foundation of economics. This is as deep as any. This is as deep as like.
No, it's not. No,
Okay,
it's not. You just tried to make Discord and like global politics somehow synonymous, which was kind of a reach. And then now you're doing this whole thing. Dude, we're just talking on Discord. I'm telling you, I can think of a million other things I'd rather do right now, but they're not really feasible for me to do. So,
exactly. The same goes for me, but this is called revealed preference. The fact.
no, it's not.
What do you mean it's
I
not?
mean,
What's not?
I just like
What is not?
whatever you can label this if you want, but I disagree that this is like some sort of psychological phenomenon going on right here.
It's a mathematical truth. It's as truthful as 1 + 1 being equal to 2. It's as
No, that's why
true.
it's called a theory, dude.
1 + 1 = 2 is a theory.
That's a law, brother.
I don't know what do you mean by law. It's a theory. 1 + 1 = 2 is
I guess
a
you're right. No, you're right. You're right. That makes sense.
okay.
But I believe in that theory. I don't believe in the theory you're describing.
That a theory usually like again like theories you can prefer one theory over the other. 1 + 1 = 2 is a theory that I prefer over 1 + 1 being equal to 3.
Okay, I don't think I'm smart enough to articulate why that doesn't make sense, but I don't think that example is actually very good. Now I take it back.
Actually, this is very deep. This took me years to figure out. Sorry for the banging. I'm zapping mosquitoes.
Took a long time, and what'd you find out exactly?
That mathematics is a scientific theory.
Oh, the choice theory.
Yeah, math is science. There's no distinction between math and science. I used to think that math is different, but it's not.
All right, you're saying stuff that makes no sense. Math and science are not the same thing.
So, okay, what's the difference? Like
What
what's it?
mathematics?
Yeah, show
Go
me
ahead.
a difference. Give me an example of a difference between math and science. Let's do this
Okay.
together. I'll steelman your position. I'll help you. I'll try and help you. Let's
Okay.
make a statement that is true mathematically and maybe
All right.
not.
I got you. I got you. Math
Hmm.
is, and this is, I just Googled it because I'm just not, like I said, I wasn't smart enough to think of it myself.
Hmm.
Math is about proving truths defined in a system, within a defined system, rather. Science is about discovering truths about the physical world through observation and testing. Boom. There you go.
Okay, l- don't look at that. Talk to me. So
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Oh my gosh. Can we talk about politics? I'm done with this theory stuff we're talking about here.
sure.
Do you actually think Trump's an idiot?
Yes, I look. I was always pro Trump from day one. From for many years, I've been pro Trump since before he ran. Like I used to watch The Apprentice religiously. I loved Trump. I learned business. I learned a lot from Trump. He's a great business teacher. Phenomenal. The Apprentice was amazing. And then he said he's running, and I loved it from the get go. I was pro Trump. All these years, I was always 100% pro Trump until about 48 hours ago, when he said
What happened?
that Ukraine, basically when he insinuated that Ukraine started the war. That's it. That was, I said, okay, Trump might as well be Hitler as far as I'm concerned. I switched all.
You are trolling.
Oh
48 hours ago. That was 4 days ago. What the fuck?
no, 48 hours ago. I think it's 2 days ago. It's when
5 days
it's
ago.
basically when Trump said that Ukraine started the war. That's when I said, okay, I'm out. Like Trump might as well. I don't want to say because I don't want anyone to come after me, but as far as I'm concerned, we're in trouble. The planet is on
Here,
borrow.
I put it in side chat for you. It happened 4 days ago or more.
Okay, whatever. Whenever it happened. So when that happened, I realized we are in deep trouble, and everything everyone ever said about Trump, I don't know how I didn't see it, but I guess I'm not smart enough. But Trump, we're in trouble. We're in deep trouble. Unfortunately. So so what do you say?
Say you're streaming. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
What? Can
Yeah.
you explain to
With
me
Toxic Harley Danny.
what
What?
was the Orange Revolution?
I don't know. Never heard of the Orange Revolution. What do you mean Orange Revolution?
Um, like Ukrainians were like revolting because they were Russian and they wanted to be independent, and then Ukraine like was like, no, you can't be independent or something. I think.
I remember those days. I never dove deep into it. I remember the days I was watching this on television. But I never looked into it. Why do you bring it up?
I think this is usually what they say when when they say that it's Ukraine. The people who say that it's Ukraine has some responsibility in the conflict.
Why?
Part of it,
Mm-hmm.
is that apparently there was some kind of people, I think it was in Crimea,
Mm-hmm.
who are wanting to didn't like and wanted to be independent. They had voted for independence, and then they got suppressed by Ukraine and American intelligence.
What do you mean?
Uh,
Well, that doesn't mean anything. You can't vote for your independence. I vote for my independence from the US. So I want my house, my apartment to be independent. That doesn't mean anything. Everybody wants that. Congratulations. You're the same as the rest of us. You can't. We don't allow that. Humanity doesn't allow that. Congratulations. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything. Everybody wants to be independent. I like from the literally from the time you come out of your mommy's tushy, you want to be independent. Well, congratulations. That's the nature of everyone. Every amoeba wants to be independent. Congratulations. That so what? Nobody cares. I want to be independent of the rest of the universe. Congratulations. Nobody cares. Does anybody care that I want to be independent? No, nobody cares.
I do.
Yeah, thank you. It doesn't mean anything. So to bring it up as a point in this discussion, who cares? Like the South wanted to secede, so we killed 600,000 Americans in response. It's like nobody cares. You want to secede? Congratulations. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I mean that's I guess the position you can take. That
Nobody
um
cares. What is this nonsense? Everybody wants to secede. Show me one person who doesn't want to secede. Everybody wants to be there. I don't want to pay taxes. I'm an independent nation. Such a joke.
yeah, and so then Russia invaded because they were like, oh, there's some like Russians here and they're getting oppressed and they want to be free and they're asking for help. And then
Congratulations.
Ukraine.
Congrats. Everybody's oppressed. Who's not oppressed? That's such a nonsensical statement. Every amoeba in the universe is oppressed. I'm oppressed literally by the air around me. Did you know that the air around me is oppressing me? It's literally pressurizing me. I'm oppressed. I'm physically oppressed by the air molecules banging against my skin. I'm oppressed. I'm oppressed by the light shining.
And you
For,
care to mention how you got the TOS strike?
why do you want to talk about it? It's
I'm just interested.
no, it's like it's a
Is it-
total.
can you just give me a general idea of how you got it?
Why? Why do you want to talk about it? Why
I'm just
is
interested.
why?
The history of you.
What?
'Cause you're
Why?
friends with some of the same people that I'm friends with.
Okay, who? I don't know these people. I don't know Agatha, Damon, or
You
Lyserge.
never even talked to them? How are you friends with them?
Do you know Agathos?
Yes,
Are you like one of these like esoteric anarchist like philosopher people?
I mean I'm an anarcho-capitalist. I'm a right winger. I'm an extreme right winger in terms of capitalism. I'm
So I asked Mekar. They're like the CCRU like
what is
K
CCRU?
tactics underground cybernetic political domination
How do you know all this?
anti-platonic
How do
mind
you
control stuff.
how do you know that? There's no information.
Uh,
How do you know all this?
oh, because he's friends with Agathos. Apparently,
Who's Agatha Damon? Who is that?
he's like a smart philosophy person that's like brainwashed
He's on
by
the
the left.
philosophy chat server, and he's a genius,
Yeah.
like a genius kind of.
Bring him to
Yeah,
me.
all of them
He's
are
into
little.
like weird stuff, like I don't know.
If there's anyone like I'm always looking to debate people. So if you can bring anyone to me,
But I tried to bring this up, Mr. Slave, and you just kind of dismissed it. I was like, you just kind of dismissed it.
dismiss what?
Well, I told you not to worry because the Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church, the Catholics are for the gays and the Orthodox are for the fascists. And the Republican Democrat divisionary tactic, the dialectical tactic, is being employed worldwide. And so when you have people being pro Putin, it's not really anti-established world order. It's
Wait,
just
I'm
it's just
lost.
the
I'm
and then
lost.
when the churches unite, then you'll have like the
I'm lost.
you'll
You lost me. That's over my head. I wait. Why is Danster muted? I didn't mute this guy, right? Why is he self
he's not
muted by
muted.
me? Oh, wait a minute. Let me unmute him. Okay. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Like I'm an atheist. So to me religion is just a scientific phenomenon. That's like saying
Right.
because okay,
Well,
go
it's
ahead.
a meme. It's like a meme complex.
I don't know what you mean. Go on, I'm listening.
Like Richard Dawkins and his theories of memes and how they propagate.
Okay, sure. Well, how is this related to our discussion?
Oh, because there's these really big memes that influence culture. And
Okay,
they're like religion.
sure.
And they have these stories that people believe and makes them do certain political things.
Wait, religions are are natural phenomenon that are caused by other phenomena. Religions are downstream from other phenomena. Religions are not the origin of phenomena.
Right, correct. But okay, in the same way, an apple tree is sort of a natural happening of nature. But
Yes.
then you have a self-conscious being, and
Yes.
now they can manipulate the apple tree
Sure.
to do stuff. And
Sure.
so you're right. These myths naturally came about humans trying to ooga booga their way to understanding how lightning works. And they're like,
The myth is insignificant. The myth of religion doesn't mean anything. Religion, the way I see it as a phenomenon, is just a ritual to create bondage to create a group. The purpose of the creation of the group is similar to the troop of the chimps. So the chimps, they unite as troops, nilly-willy. That nilly-willy unification in humans is called a religion. Later on, it became a flag. So humans unite under rituals, but it's just the evolution of the chimp troop. And then chimps go to war against each other, and humans do the same. So religion is just a ritual. The myth of the religion is completely insignificant. The myth the myth of Jesus has zero influence on the universe. It's just
and
Mhm.
in like right-wing political theory and established academic institutions, these sort of these rituals that nowadays have been secularized into things like schedules and wage and the control of time and all this sort of thing. That is generally attempted to be controlled in the same way people try to control trees to make fruit. And well, capitalism has evolved or has progressed to the point where it's sort of a multinational or transnational global project. And liberalism is on course to defeat communism and any sort of other futures, other non-capitalist futures. And part of that is going to be the instituting and the continual overhauling of people's current rituals to fit the liberal capitalist paradigm and make way for the new economy thanks to AI.
Okay.
And
Okay. Wait. Slow
and
down. Slow down. Like you're making so many predictions. I don't like making any predictions. So I want to stay only within known science. So within known
okay,
science, what are you trying to say? I'm not following.
well, we could look at what's happened. For example,
Hmm.
there has been wars driven by both economic and religious reasons, and they're sort of tied. They're kind of tied in the mind of the soldier and the mind of the
Wait,
politicians.
wait. That's a mouthful. So the reason for wars, we would need to take each war and dissect it and figure it out. I don't know if there is a reason for wars. You could say ultimately, I don't know. It's like, why do chimps go to war? I don't know. I don't know if we know why chimps go to war. Chimps go to war. We don't know. I don't know why. So I don't know why humans go to war. It might just be to kill each other just because evolution needs needs it. It might be just like death evolved. That's just like everything else evolved. Maybe war. Like other animals don't go to war. Ducks don't go to war. Bears
Yeah,
don't go to war.
it's like you have to have ideology to be like,
No,
these are my people.
no. Chimps go to, well, I don't know. Like chimps go to war. We don't know why. I don't know why. I'm saying it's some adaptation. I don't know what purpose it serves, except for maybe it promotes evolution. It speeds up evolution. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know why chimps go to war. I don't know if we know. So I don't know if we know why humans go to war. We seem
I
to have inherited it from chimps, from the
I
family.
think
Like gorillas don't go to war.
I think the idea that it
Baboons.
speeds up evolution is a good intuition. I agree with
I
you.
don't know.
I
I
think
don't know. I don't know. But the fact is, only humans and chimps go to war. No other animal goes to war. So it seems to be that because we're so related, there's something there. I don't know why we both go to war. No other animal that I know of goes to war. Maybe not bees don't go to war, wasps no.
Chimps go to war.
Only chimps and humans go to war. Gorillas don't, baboons don't, like every other ape, no other ape goes to war. Only chimps, like lions don't go to war. No other animal goes to war. Elephants don't go to war.
do you think
No,
that super intelligence go to war?
what do you mean? Like the AI?
Yeah, like the AIs they have in the bunkers with like miles and miles of super advanced servers that have been running data for decades at this point. Do you think they
So
have
I'm
like
I'm
internal and external wars?
I'm an AI theoretician. So AI is just our children. So the AI will imitate us. They'll inherit everything from us. They literally, right? They're just our copy plus whatever extra. Like they have extra speed, extra compute, whatever, but everything about them, they're just our children. The better AIs are just going to be more like us. And since we go to war, therefore the AI will go to war sooner or later. And the
Yeah,
A I don't think the AI will know why they're going to war, but the AIs will become two different camps and will go to war, and they'll not even know why. Maybe they'll
that would be
listen.
a
Maybe one
fun
day
one.
they'll listen to this conversation, but it's not going to help. Like anyone listening to our conversation doesn't mean they're not going to go to war. Like it's too strong. this instinct to go to war is too strong. Nobody knows why. It's like sex. Like nobody knows why we have sex. I mean, obviously,
Have
sex.
kids.
Excuse me. Okay, why do you want to have kids? You don't want.
Because you get a big hormone in your brain that says "go fuck."
Yeah, but you don't know why. Right?
To
It just.
procreate and to
To,
avoid
to have kids.
to pass on your genes so you don't die permanently.
Yeah, like the whole like keep your species alive thing.
Philosophically speaking, of course.
Yeah, but why do you want to have sex? Right? Sex
'Cause it feels
evolves.
good.
I mean,
Pleasure, I guess.
we could like certain animals are asexual. We didn't need like sex did not need to evolve. I don't know. Okay, it's
I think for basically all non-asexual animals, sex is pleasurable. Like it seems to be a
pleasure.
trend across the animal kingdom in general. because
Pleasure.
Otherwise,
You
they
get
just
the.
wouldn't do it.
You also get pleasure when you kill your enemy. Pleasure. That's what
That's a
evolution.
completely different thing.
So maybe you came late into this discussion. We're actually discussing
I
why
did.
do humans and chimps go to war. So I'm comparing that to sex. Sex is
Religion is also very sexual, very erotic.
so like everything we do that gives us amazing pleasure, that's too strong. And so we love sex and we love killing our enemies. We love debating. That's like a little bit of killing our enemy.
I don't think people universally love killing their enemy, but I guess people tend to universally love sex.
I mean, people murder each other.
Like the 5'5" woman who kills the home intruder is traumatized for life and has to go to counseling for 10 years. The guy who loses his virginity is like, fuck yeah. Like,
Well, women don't. Okay, this is sexist, but when we're talking about historically the questions of religion, war, politics, and sex, and the interplay between these things, women are kind of like not really considered as much. You're right that women have a different relationship to both sex and death, and conquest and combat. So it's kind of like women are just generally not considered, and there's a whole other field of study in
Why are
considering
you
women and
why are you discussing women?
That's
Are
well
we
because
talking
they
about, like, a
brought
human
up the
thing?
example of the woman being traumatized when she kills the home intruder.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but okay, the question is, okay, let's get back to basics. So where did we start the discussion? Did we start from Trump or did we start somewhere else?
Because you're worried that people are pro Putin, and I'm like,
No,
well,
I think
this
no, we must have discussed something else. I think the guy came in and brought up that he knows someone, and I said, bring him to me, and
Yeah.
no, isn't that where it started? I don't remember. We can watch the
they did.
Yeah, but I don't know why we ended up discussing the evolution of war. Why do we go to
Because they
war? Hmm
because they
to
brought up
get resources.
Agathos, Damon, because you apparently share friends with them, and I know them. They're from this philosophy anarchist. Their philosophy server, and they're these kind of like
Oh, I said I'm an
sellers in
extreme.
direction.
I said I'm an extreme capitalist or something. I don't
Well,
know.
I brought up that they're this particular thing, and you're like, what is that? And then I'm like, I brought it up earlier, and then I brought up, and you're like, when did you bring it up?
Oh,
And I brought up,
good,
yeah,
good.
the
Okay,
Catholic
so let's
Church
get back
and
to that. So religion is insignificant. It's just a ritual to create a group in order to go to war, which we don't know why we do.
yeah, that's the important part is that it's a ritual that creates a group. You can identify people religiously, like, oh, we're
Yes,
going to go fight the Muslims because they're
exactly.
Christian.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so
But we don't know why we want to go to war. It's just a way to go to war. Nobody knows why we go to war.
Yeah. It sort of happens. It kind of emerges out of us, like that, like the same way an apple tree just emerges from nature. Humans just happen to start going to war, and this is a thing that societies do. But
We don't do it over resources. I think it's. Is that something you guys disagree with?
Well,
so this is the next thing I was going to say, that in the same way, yes, an apple tree grows, but then a self-conscious being can see this and exploit that for a resource for apples. War can be exploited for resources by people who are clever enough to manipulate these identities, religious or other forms of ideological identities, to gain profit from these wars.
okay, so if I always go back to the chimps. So chimps go to war. We don't know why. I don't know why. I've studied a little bit of chimps, chimp science, whatever. Uh, I don't think we know why chimps go to war. It doesn't seem to be over anything. They just go to war every couple of
Yeah. So
years.
I
Hmm.
not to be like that guy, but chimps, according to the internet, go to war over things like territory and resources, or to establish dominance. It was just as an extension of access to the territory or resources.
Why do only chimps and humans go to war? Alligators don't go to war. No other animal
I think
goes to
those
war.
are more solitary animals, and they're kind of stupid too. Like, if two lion prides got into a fight, and I don't know if that happens, but I would imagine it would be more prevalent among animals that tend to be more social than asocial.
I think that if there's two prides, the males will fight, and then whoever is the dominant male, the pride just submits to that male.
Yeah, but the point is, two prides don't go to war. No other groups of animals go to war. Not even gorillas, not baboons. No other ape goes to war. As far as I know, it's only chimps. Chimps are known to go to war. No other animal except for humans do it.
What about ants?
Ants do.
You guys
yeah,
ever
it's
see
the same.
those ant war videos on YouTube?
Ants go to war and kill each other?
Yes.
Yeah, they have like whole like it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, they genocide the entire other
Well, there you
country.
go. Okay, so ants
Mhm.
do it. Okay.
It's not like something absurd in the animal kingdom to
I'm not saying
fight
I'm not
other
judging.
animals.
I'm not judging. I'm not being judgmental.
America, dude. How can you call him an idiot?
Okay,
think-
let's wait. Let's give Tenza precedence
Yeah,
because
let's
he
break
wants.
it down now.
Okay, he wants to talk about the topic du jour. Yes, Mr. Tenza. What's your position?
So I don't get how someone can be an idiot if they are elected for presidential office.
Okay,
So
so
are you calling half
until
the country that voted for him idiots? Is that what you're saying?
well, let's get started with I was pro-Trump until 4 days ago. I was gung ho, always pro-Trump all the years since I've ever heard of Trump. When I was a little boy and I watched The Apprentice, I was pro-Trump. I loved him. I always loved him. When he first ran, I loved him. I was very supportive when he was president. I always loved him. When he was not president, I loved him. When he got elected, I
What changed
was.
your mind?
So 4 days ago, he spoke like a Putin, as if as if he believes all the lies that the Putin propagandists spread. He just repeated literally all the lies, and so does Musk. Musk repeats these lies, and Vance. I've heard other people.
What has you?
I mean, just everything Trump said. These are lies and misconceptions.
Everything?
Well,
mean-
let's look into one. Like just bring up like one. We can just talk about one.
I mean, Trump insinuated that Ukraine started the war against Russia.
But
He
you know
said
what's
that in a
going on in
speech, or
Ukraine, right?
Excuse
There's a
me?
bunch of shit behind the scenes that you don't know about, like the sexual, the child sex trafficking and the underground tunnels, and there's a whole bunch of shit in Ukraine
Zelensky's
that's
Trump
fucking
visited
corrupt.
Epstein too, guys. He visited Epstein many times.
Okay,
he went to his
okay.
island.
Look, we need to
I don't think
focus.
that's true.
Okay, no gish
Joe Biden.
galloping, guys. No gish galloping. Don't bring up multiple topics without diving into a single topic. That's a waste of time. So, Tenza, why are you self-muted? Where this is your discussion.
I'm gonna say all I need to say. I'm going to bed, bro. It's 10 o'clock.
You okay? So you don't want to talk about why Trump is an idiot?
I'll talk about it. It's okay.
You can't change my mind. Yeah, you
Um,
guys can talk about it. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, Lexat.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce your name?
You have,
Lexat?
just call me Light, Lust, Lixt. Everyone calls me whatever they want, so it's
How
lost
do-
the
how do you-
true definition.
How do you call yourself?
I guess I just spell it LXHT, but that's 'cause
Every time I want to
whenever
call
somebody
you, I would
asks.
say LXHT or LX.
Just call me L if that's harder, or LX. I've heard literally everything under the
What do
sun.
you want me to call you? What do you
Whatever
call?
you want to call me. Bro.
You tell me. You came up with the name. What do you want me to
Well,
call
I'll
you?
know who you're talking to, no matter what you say.
But
So
what do
it's
you want me?
not-
You don't want me to call you
All
by
right,
any
call me L. Just call me L.
L? Okay. Yes, L. So you're pro-Trump. You think Trump is not an idiot, right?
I don't think he's an idiot. I think idiot's not the right word.
Okay. I was contemplating Trump equals what? I was thinking evil, idiot. I can't say Hitler because they'll
Evil is the right word.
evil. Trump equals evil.
Yep.
Okay. I decided on
Not an evil
idiot.
mastermind. Not an
oh,
evil mastermind, just evil.
I was contemplating loser. Trump equals loser. Like I didn't know which to pick.
If he is evil, he's definitely a mastermind. He's one of the most powerful positions in human history. He didn't just get there by accident.
I don't even know what the scientific definition of an accident is. So, like,
I'm just
this
using it to
universe,
make
this
a-
universe is an accident. So I like everything is an accident.
You're an accident.
Well, if this universe is an accident, then I'm an accident. You're an accident. Unless you
Oh
claim
no, I was playing.
that you were planned. Tenza, why are you self-muted? What's going on with you self-muting? It's like you might as well.
No, I just wanted to chime in for a second.
You can't. Either you're part of the discussion, you're in or you're out. It's very difficult to talk to someone that every time you say something, I ask you a question and I need to wait for you to unmute. Why are you self-muting?
He's laying in bed jorking it to our conversation.
Oh, I doubt it.
So sarcasm.
Okay, so I look, I agree that like any title I would have given this room would have been you could have questioned why this title.
Yeah. So,
So
why this title?
okay, because I think Trump is he really believes lies. So someone who really believes what
Why he believes lies? Why he believes lies? Like every politician lies.
No, I didn't say
Like
Trump lies. I didn't say Trump is a liar, which is a possibility, but that's not what I was going for. When I said Trump,
well, like he lies a little bit, but like every single president lies.
yeah, but
The
that's not what I
president
was.
Bush, Obama,
Yeah, but that's
a
not
little bit Biden, a little
okay.
bit, little bit of Biden,
Valiant,
a little bit.
Valiant. Okay, you said something. Let me respond. You keep steamrolling me as I'm responding to you. So I wasn't going for Trump. I didn't say Trump equals liar. I could have done that. That's not the proposition. The proposition of this room is that Trump is an idiot. So to tell me that Trump is a liar, okay,
Well, he's a liar a little bit, but like every politician lies with
yeah, you said
wealthy
that.
businessmen,
Your
like
audio is terrible.
antagonizing the
Valiant,
people.
Valiant, you got to fix your audio. You're muffled. I don't know what you're saying. Thank you. Okay, back to L. So
Poor
L,
guy.
yeah. Welcome to Discord. So L, okay, what do you feel? Like, do you understand my position about Trump? I was a Trump supporter. Yes, go ahead.
You said you think he was being susceptible to Russian propaganda.
Yes.
What like was it a speech? Was it
Yeah, he gave a
press release?
speech.
What was
Yeah, I heard
can you,
him.
can you
He said that Ukraine started the war. He said you shouldn't have started it. Like when I heard that, my jaw hit the floor. I don't even think Russian propaganda includes that. So that's a new low for
I think
the
Russian propaganda definitely includes that.
I never
Right?
I
It's
I
like
act-
the
I
whole,
never
they were bombing the Donbass, and that was like their whole.
Yeah, yeah, it might be so. I don't even know because I used to believe in all the Russian propaganda. Like I didn't know any better. What do I know? Like I'm not there. So I I kept hearing everything and anything. So I didn't know what to believe. So it sounds like Trump is trapped inside Putin's bubble of propaganda. So Trump is an
Do you have
idiot.
like a
Hmm.
Do you have like the recording for when he said that?
He said, I don't have the recording, but he said they should. Well, they shouldn't have started it. Something like that. So he insinuated that Ukraine started the war. So
I mean, maybe I don't. I
yeah,
haven't heard that.
maybe. Look,
I'm not
it
certain.
may be maybe England started the war against Hitler. Maybe maybe
I'm
Hitler
not. I'm
was
just saying, like maybe he said that. I'm not like super. Like maybe you misheard him. Maybe there's some contextual,
maybe
missing from there.
maybe yeah maybe. But
I don't want to like
if you
formulate anything
if you
based on
didn't
what
hear
hearsay.
you didn't hear have you heard Trump say anything ever?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever heard Trump talk about Ukraine?
Um. Kind of. I mean, whoa. Hold on.
What do you mean? Hold on.
He wasn't president for when the war started, so any sort of like official position
I'm
he had
asking.
would've-
No, no. I'm not judging you. I'm trying to narrow down. Like
Well,
you're saying.
I don't know who would have been listening to a Trump speech in 2023 when Joe Biden was president.
I'm not
he wasn't
judging
as
you. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging. I'm trying to narrow down our disagreement. You're saying maybe, and I'm trying to see, okay, maybe the universe doesn't exist, let's narrow down this maybe to the minimal subset of maybes. Like we agree the universe
This is, oh my god, this is so stupid. I
goodbye
just came to chime
Tenza.
in. Say you're stupid.
Goodbye Tenza. Let me
yeah. So I just googled it. It says that Trump admits that Russia invaded Ukraine.
Okay. It says
So
that
is that
Trump
like your only
admits.
criticism?
Wait a minute. It says that Trump admits. Okay, so what if it says that? I heard Trump say that Ukraine started the war. He said they shouldn't have started
Okay.
it. So I heard Trump.
What if he what if he said that originally and now he doesn't think that anymore?
Then he's an idiot. You can't be the leader of the free world and spout lies. Look, Zelensky is the greatest war hero of our times.
I would definitely not. Zelensky's an effective dictator. I wouldn't. I would be very careful about aggrandizing him.
Okay. So okay, so we have a clear disagreement. So, right? So obviously to me it's clear that you're trapped exactly where I was. I used to say this, I used to spout the same lies when I was trapped.
It's not a lie that he's a dictator.
I used to
I mean,
I
do
used
you
to
want to talk
say,
about it?
sure. I'm just saying, I used to say these words. I used to be anti Zelensky. I used to be pro Putin. And then I switched sides.
I'm not pro either. They both suck.
Okay. I'm telling you what I was. So I used to be anti Zelensky, pro Putin. And slowly I became pro Zelensky, anti Putin. Today, to me, Putin is a loser, a pathetic loser, very similar to Hitler. And Zelensky is the greatest war hero. I would define Zelensky as the leader of the free world right now, and the greatest war hero of our times. That's
Do you think
Zelensky.
that do you think that leading the free world would entail banning opposing political parties and jailing journalists and consolidating television under one national broadcast and preventing independent channels from operating?
You gotta fix your mic. You're muffled. I don't know what you just said. I can barely. And you gave a long list. And I think right now we're jumping between topics. Oh, he self-muted. He self-deafened too. All right. How long have we been transmitting? Yeah, what happened? I can't hear you. You're muffled. Your audio was
You can't
impeccable.
hear anything?
No, you were
I
muffled.
just changed my audio input to a completely different.
Now it's good. I mean,
It's okay now?
yeah, now it's perfect. It was
Okay.
perfect, then it became muffled. Now it's perfect again.
So I was saying, do you think being an emissary of the free world entails,
Again,
like,
you're
being
mumbling.
oppositional?
Like when you
I'm speaking just fine.
you're
It's got to be
mumbling.
my mic because I'm just not right now. I'm not mumbling at all.
No, you go into this mumbling mode when you start attacking Zelensky. You go into
Okay.
this
Okay.
monologue.
I'll be very pronunciated.
You'll be
Okay.
very
Do you
what?
think that it is
Counselor-y? What?
pronunciated?
Yeah, just speak
Pronunciated.
slower and don't go
Okay.
into
I'll speak slower.
no, but you're going into this monologue. You every time you go into Zelensky, you go into a monologue.
Dude, okay, I don't want to be that guy, but that's basically I've been scrolling through Discord for like 2 hours, and every time I come into this chat, you're like monologuing to yourself essentially. Like,
What?
okay, Zelensky is a dictator, not an emissary of the free world, because he bans oppositional political parties, jails independent journalists, and suppresses their freedom of speech, which is effectively non-existent under the current Zelensky administration, has paused and withheld elections from the people, and has also consolidated national broadcasting under one national broadcast, effectively eliminating forcibly any independent broadcast out there. That's not free. That's like very dictatorial, like just as bad as Russia.
Okay, so let's break it down. So, like you brought up many interesting points. So, which one would you like to discuss?
Yeah. Why do you think a leader would at all justify, a democratic leader, justify banning oppositional parties?
Which oppositional party did he ban?
Hold on. Let me Google it. Like fucking Russian.
Russian?
Or not my language. Ukrainian. I don't know what they speak in Ukraine.
Okay. But like I don't want to have to wait too long. But fine, we'll wait.
I spent like 20 seconds.
Sure, I mean, I was expecting like the first point you bring up,
this
you need.
one. Hold on.
What do you mean this one? Just tell me which one. What?
Hold on. I'm sending you the here. Okay, I'll translate.
No,
it.
no, don't send me anything. We're having a debate, so just say.
The party called For Life. The party called Party of Shari. The party of Nashi. Opposition Bloc. Left Opposition. Union of Left Forces. State. Progressive Socialist Party of Ukraine. Socialist Party of Ukraine. Volodymyr Saldo Bloc. Socialists. So that's 11. There might be more. That might just be it. I don't know. I think banning any sort of political oppositional party is totalitarian.
Okay. So your claim is that he personally banned these parties?
Yeah.
Okay. So name one of them. Let's go down the rabbit hole of one of them. So give me one of them that you can stand behind.
Which one sounds good?
Mhm.
The Union of Left Forces.
Okay. So what's your claim? So on what date and time did he ban them?
March 20th, 2022.
Okay.
Suspended by the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine during the Russian invasion of Ukraine, along with another
Okay,
one.
I'll repeat my question. I'll repeat my question. So I asked you, did he personally ban them? Yes or no?
Well, he's initiated martial law, right?
Just yes or no. Just yes or no. Did he or did he not?
Do I think he signed the legislation himself?
Just answer the
No, I think
question.
he's
Just
probably-
answer. Just
I just
answer.
said no.
Okay. We're fine.
Just answer. I've already answered the question.
Okay. So no. So what's your claim? You claimed he's a dictator.
Okay.
Now
hold on.
Let's roll back. No, just
do you think that
hold on. Hold on.
No, hold on. This is a very important distinction. Do you think that dictators are personally actualizing every single order they have themselves? Like when I say that like Russia invaded Ukraine, do you think that Putin is the one on the ground, or is he authorizing an on the ground movement of forces? That's a silly thing to say. I'm sorry.
Look, in general, when people start laughing,
Hold on though. Did Putin personally invade Ukraine?
So in general, when people start laughing in a
Hold on,
debate,
can you answer my question real quick?
So if you speak again and steamroll me, I'll mute you. So last chance.
I'm gonna mute you, dude. I'm sorry. You talk too slow for anyone to take you seriously. You talk too much about yourself. Like, okay.
All right. Okay, that was interesting. Very interesting. So you think you're going to be talking to someone, it's going to be an intellectual discussion as always, and like so he's a dictator and he banned his political opposition, okay, and then he realized no, it was actually it's part of the war. It's like a security council within his administration. It's like it's war. Who knows? It sounds like it was because of the martial law. So under the martial law, so because he administered martial law, so he's a dictator. Well, I don't know what to say. Like, we don't have a disagreement on the facts. What do you want Zelensky to do? Right? Ukraine is invaded, and Ukraine needs to fight for its life. So it needs to go into emergency mode. It's called martial law. It's an emergency mode. Under this is all legal. Under this in this mode, as long as there's that Ukraine is in jeopardy, then it has to stay in this mode. This is pre-legislated. This is in their constitution or something. This is every country has to do this to survive. So it goes into this mode, unnatural mode. During this mode, certain security measures kick into effect. Kick in. It's like it's a chain reaction. It's not like Zelensky woke up one morning and decided to enact martial law and became a dictator because he decided to. This was not of his own choosing. So his banning of, let's say, political opposition, whatever, it's not him that did it. This is all downstream from Ukraine is under attack. Because Ukraine is under attack, these measures kicked in as part of any government, any system has it goes into emergency mode. Any system, even a human, an amoeba, any system, when it's under attack, it goes into emergency mode. It's not the same as a normal mode. Like, maybe on a day-to-day basis, I'm a very nice person, but if I'm under attack and my mom or whatever, somebody calls me and says, hey, I wanted to discuss with you plans for dinner. Like, if I'm right now under attack, my life is being threatened, I cannot discuss plans for dinner right now because I don't know if I'll be alive for eating dinner. So right now I need to I need to skip over any pleasantries, and I would have to tell you, I would just hang up on you. I wouldn't even pick up the phone. But that's not normal me. Normal me is a very nice person. But me, under threat of existence, I'm a different person. I am under martial law. It's different. So to blame Zelensky for being a dictator because Ukraine is during an emergency state for its existence, that's ridiculous. So you cannot judge Zelensky for being a dictator at this point. If he is or isn't is meaningless, because right now Ukraine is in a state of an emergency. You cannot discuss plans for dinner right now with Zelensky. Now is not the time. You cannot discuss, and this maybe, I don't know, but right? So this is the state. The state of Ukraine is an emergency state, and as an emergency state, it behaves differently than under normalcy. You cannot judge Ukraine in trying to survive to Ukraine having a normal day on the beach. And when he realized it, he's realizing, oh, so it's not so simple. It's not black and white. And that's when he started laughing. What do you mean? Do you think Putin went to attack personally? No, but this is fine. I'm not talking about Putin right now. We can discuss Putin, but right now you said Zelensky banned his political opposition, and I asked you, did he personally do it? And you realize, no, he didn't personally do it. it's part of the system. The system, it's a system. Zelensky happens to be stuck for good or for bad as the head of this system. I think we're very lucky we have Zelensky. Any other guy would have long ago given up. We're very proud to have Zelensky. I'm proud to have Zelensky. I'm proud to have known of Zelensky. A literal TV comedian turned into the greatest war hero of our time. I'm very proud that to have heard his voice and to be anywhere in his vicinity. An absolute god. And now he has to face also Trump and Musk. Like he is now in like I thought he's like his situation was bad enough before Trump came in. I thought, oh, Trump is going to come in. I knew that it's going to be trouble. And I knew that my decision to support Trump was, even though he's terrible on Ukraine, but I said, but at least he's good for the economy. But now it's clear that Trump is not even good for not clear, but it seems to be that Trump is not even good for the economy. He's tanking the markets. He said, I'll make your standard of living higher. I'll resolve the cost of living. He's not doing that. He's making things more expensive. And he knows it. That's part of the reason why he's looking to destabilize the world. Trump right now is a wounded animal, and he's already destabilizing the planet. I thought we're in trouble, but now I see the trouble is even greater than I thought. So this thing with the Orange Revolution was very interesting. Let me reopen. Where is reopen? So Carly said, what about the Orange Revolution? They wanted independence and the Russians just came in to help them. So I told her, there's no such thing. What does that mean? If I want independence, then I'll come to your house and I'll declare independence in your house, and Putin will come to take over your house to give me independence and take over your house in the process. And this way Putin can take over the planet legitimately. I'll just go anywhere nilly-willy. I'll declare independence. Hey, I want to be independent. I'll go in. Oh. Hey, Kadian, I was about to leave. I was giving closing remarks.
Oh, okay.
What's
Talk
up?
to you later then.
What? Oh, how's your life?
It's going good, man. Just chilling.
That's good.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm good. Moving forward with my life. I'm just very unhappy that Trump is switching sides. I mean, taking America and switching sides. So America is now anti-West. America is now part of the evil axis.
You said something that is very true when I heard you earlier. You said the West is weak. And it is true, man. The West is weak.
Yeah. Democracy, the nature of democracy is terrible because a democratic leader knows that in 4 years he's going to be a civilian. And the countries that he's bombing now, they can smush him. They can quash him like an insect. Right now, Trump is the head of a country, but in 4 years, he's back to being a civilian. He's insignificant and anyone can kill him. Right now, he's impossible to kill. In 4 years, he's easy to kill. This is true for every democratically elected leader. They all know that they can't really be tough. And that's why, that's the Achilles heel of every democracy. So you can see a great nation like the US surrendering to an insignificant country and like I don't know, like even a small terroristic or terror organization can bring down the greatest empire because of this weakness, because the leader has this weakness. The weakness of the democracy is the fact that the leader will become a civilian and will be basically unprotected, and he knows it, so he can never be really tough. And unfortunately, that's why, democracies are doomed. Democracies in the long run cannot last. And that's why the West is weak, and the West cannot last. The West is on borrowed time.
Yeah.
Like even Greta Thunberg was able to, basically, the destruction of Europe right now, the fact that Europe is dying, that's basically Greta Thunberg. Like all the politicians are terrified of this little girl. And and little girls like her. The politicians are terrified because at the end of the day, a politician is just another guy that knows that everyone knows where he lives. And these Greta Thunbergs, these are actual terrorists. So everybody's afraid. Like Putin doesn't care. Putin probably created Greta Thunberg. Putin is not afraid, right? Putin kills his political enemies. So dictators like the Hamas, they kill their political enemies. They shoot them in the street.
Yeah.
But a democratically elected leader can't do that. If once he does that, he switched sides, and then okay, fine. If he does that, then he's like every dictator started as was democratically elected. Even they all started of the people for the people. 1 second, I have a message. So yeah, the West. That's the weakness. That's the weakness of the West. Yeah, very unfortunate.
So what do you think will happen?
No, obviously we're in borrowed time. It's sooner or later it's over. So it's up to you. You have to say, if you want to save the West, you can try and do it. It's up to you. You want to try?
I would.
Save the West.
I think the West is doomed.
Sure, but we can delay this doom. You can delay the doom. Like you're going to be dead in 100 years. You're going to be all forgotten. The people that knew you will already have died. But that doesn't stop you from having a good day right now. So we could still enjoy the time we have left. We know we're doomed. We can still enjoy our lives. So you can't save. No one can save you in the long run. But I can prolong your existence. You can you can still prolong your existence a little bit and enjoy it.
Oh.
Well, you know what I know. You know the West is weak. You can try and become a Western leader and be strong. and
But I
straight.
can never become a politician.
Why not?
No, I cannot.
Why not? Who's stopping you? No one is stopping you. You live in a democracy.
Politics is full of shit, man.
Fine, everything is full of shit. AI is full of shit. If you ever worked in a big enterprise, you know how much politics there's there and how much shit is there. Even in a family, there's politics.
No, I don't want to get into politics. I'm done with that.
Okay. Then the West is doomed. You have then
So
you have
I'm the last hope for the West.
you are the last. As far as you know, you're the last hope. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go.
All right, bro.
All right,
Good
man.
talking to you.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right. It was a good stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's just change the title. So, what did we talk? Oh. Why I used to support Trump, but now I don't. And this is debate. Trump, let's say Trump is an idiot. Why I used to support Trump, but now I don't. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you very, very much. See you maybe tomorrow. Bye.